I decided on this morning drive to, now that I'm able to finally go live, right, to start first and foremost give an introduction, because the last time I did, I don't think I really gave an introduction to who I am. You understand me? My name is D.E.Mortal Deadbodyz. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it's done like that on purpose. D.E.Mortal Deadbodyz. D.E.Mortal Deadbodyz. Them dead bodies. But everybody just call me D.D. or Dead Body for shorts. Or in some other circles in my family, my kinfolk, known as Debo. You know what I mean? Here's what I am. I'm unapologetically pro-black. I'm unapologetically someone who speaks his mind, don't sugarcoat. I'm not gonna bite my tongue. It is what it is. I said what I said, and I try to think carefully before I say something, because I don't never want to disrespect nobody. You understand me? But if it's something that I feel passionate about, I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. I'm standing 10 toes about what I said. So sometimes don't hear. This is definitely my sports joint. But I realize, seeing how the world is, that sometimes I might need to touch on other topics. Because some people talk the truth, talk about the truth, but they don't really get the truth. You know what I mean? No matter from what perspective it is. Now, mostly my shorts will be catered towards the sports talk. When I etch out a little bit more time and I'm able to go live and go over the different sports leagues that I like to deal with, which is NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and yes, I bet hockey, but I'm honest, I've never watched a hockey game in my life, and I never will watch a hockey game in my life. You understand me? But I love betting on it. I don't even know a lot of the players. I go with trends off of that. You know what I'm saying? I got a few other handicappers that I listen to and things of that nature. But for the most part, I go off what I know of the teams. And which I've been following these teams for years. I just ain't never cared to learn them fixed names. Some of them names is long as hell and hard to pronunciate. So I really don't even care to learn. But for the most part, my shorts always will be dedicated to sports picks. Which, speaking of which, I'm going to have a few college picks, a couple hockey picks that I'm going to throw out there later on for y'all once I get to work and traffic. You know, Central Time, I'm always up at 4 something, you know what I mean? Out to go get it. Man, definitely gonna work. And which this is different for me. This is a different life for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's going on 2 years. It's how I'm living. Well, longer than 2 years. I've been home almost 6 years. But this is the life I'm living. And I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it, man. Because I don't see the streets no more. I don't respect the streets no more. And I don't respect the dudes that's out there in the streets. So let me get back to me. Yes, I come from the streets. I come from gangbanging. I come from dope dealing, robbing, all that old type of shit. You know what I mean? Not the wild. There's some things that when it comes to certain aspects of crime I consider flagrant. You know what I mean? And these people I have no sympathy, no regard for whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Pedos, y'all know what that means. If you don't, talk about these pedophiles, you know what I'm saying? Sexual predators and shit like that. I don't got no love, I don't got no respect for them people. You know what I mean? And I wish the worst upon them. Like I told y'all, when I say what I say what I mean. You know what I mean? People like that, man, I know Hollywood filled with them. Little do y'all know, these Fortune 500 companies filled with them. You know what I mean? And the government is filled with it. I don't give a shit. I wish the worst for them people. You know what I mean? Especially the people who do something to kids. But I'm unapologetically pro-black, man. Now that I no longer live in the ignorant mind state, I'm a very conscious man. You see what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, I will admit, I'm subject sometimes to do and say some nigga shit because I come from the gutter, so, you know what I mean? Some habits is hard to break, but I'm forcing myself to break it, you dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to fix this guy. But I'm forcing myself to break it, you get what I'm saying? But that's just me being honest with me. I know I'm gonna have a criminal thought because I come from a criminal background, you know what I mean? But having that thought and acting on that thought is two different things, you see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that I care about. There's a lot of things that I tell you flat right out I don't give a shit about. And I'm unapologetically not concerned with who get mad if I care or call me insensitive. And I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And that's just that. So, with that being said, let me be clear about something. When I speak about topics concerning, if I do, speak about topics, 90% of the things I speak about is going to be concerning topics that concern black people. Like I said, I'm black. I'm a black man living in America. So I got the biggest fight out of every motherfucking body in the United States of who's pro-black, who love the goddammit, love his black people and want to see better for black people. I am a #1 motherfucking target, you understand me, for the people who want to do me bad. And when I say the people, I'm talking about the colonizers. Everybody that's of pale motherfucking pigmentation, you understand me, that call this they country, that swear this is they shit, not realizing that they motherfucking people was foreigners who came and stole. I ain't even gonna say stole, because I'm from the streets, you understand me, like I said. When you a thief, you steal, you doing it while ain't nobody, you breaking into motherfucking houses and shit like that where the people don't know. I gotta respect them people. They took that. On some gangster, they took this. And our goofy ass ancestors, with they over friendly ass, befriended them people. And them people came and gangstered they shit. I gotta say that. That's just real talk. They took that. And as a man from the motherfucking streets, when a motherfucker takes something and a motherfucker let him take it, you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. Because the motherfucker ain't have enough fight in him to get a motherfucker up off him. Not to mention they got backdoored by some of their own. You see what I'm saying? But, like, get back to the sports, but I'm giving you a breakdown right now. About. So like I said, when I speak, if I have a topic or something that I might want to jump on and address, I will. I'm not an African American. And people like, huh? Yes, I consider myself black. But I'm not an African American. I don't like that terminology. I am not a descendant of Leo Africanus. I am not a descendant of Amerigo Vespucci. If you don't know who they is, no matter who you are, no matter what your nationality is, I'm going to say a saying that may piss some people off. But once again, don't give a shit. If you don't know who those individuals are, and you don't understand why I said what I said, I'm going to tell you this. You say if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. Now, go read, and you'll find out why I don't want to be depicted or even the label African American. I damn sure ain't no Negro under no circumstances. I'm not a colored folk. I don't turn colors. You understand what I'm saying? But we know who do. Now, I do classify certain individuals within the black community as African American, Negroes, and colored folks. One of them just passed away. I ain't gonna say his name, but I don't celebrate him and I don't mourn him neither. You dig what I'm saying? These are the ones that do anything to make the other ones smile. You ain't gonna do nothing to offend them people. You ain't gonna do nothing to make them people mad at you. And if you do, you're gonna beg, cry, and plead for your ancestors, masters, great-grandchildren, and great-great-great-great-grandchildren to forgive you. And when I say that, all the ones that claim to be so pro-black, so this, so that, but you celebrate these folks' holidays. I don't celebrate not a non-American holiday. Flat out. Not Christmas, because I don't believe in no religion. Let me get that out the way too. I don't believe in no religion whatsoever. No, I'm not a atheist or none of that madness. People want, oh, you don't believe in religion, you gotta be an atheist, you believe in the devil. Man, listen, I'm a person who understands my ancestors, not these cowards that ended up living over here. You understand me? I'm talking about the one, or well, I ain't, the ones that died, but trying to fight to keep the land. Not those. The ones that lived on their knees for all these years. I ain't nothing like them. You see what I'm saying? And I'm talking about the ancestors from Zion, from ancient Kemet. Them my ancestors. They was not religious whatsoever. They were spiritual. And the reason why I don't like no religion, respect no religion, even though I did a little bit of studying through each of these different books, they're no different than gangbangers. Just about every religion you can name got different sets. They ain't gonna call them that. It's just different versions, different way they interpret this book or that book. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. You're talking to somebody who was really a gangbanger. I know what gangbanging look like. I know what gangbangers sound like. You don't like these individuals because they call a higher power this. You don't like these individuals because they pray this many times. Like, but everybody in every religion say their religion stands for peace, stands for unity, stands for love, and they call the creator by one name. What difference does the name mean when you sit here and say there's only one? What difference does the name make? But when you put that distinction there, you're drawing a line. That's one. Number two, everything is about peace. What y'all fighting each other? What y'all fighting each other for? You know what I'm saying? If your whole demonstration is about peace, that's called set tripping. Especially if you going to war over some land. That's definitely called set tripping. You see what I'm saying? Number three, I'm gonna be flat out. I don't care what nobody here says. The number one religion in this world, y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it belongs to. Well, it's kind of 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Between the 2 biggest ones. But one of them was definitely created by Europeans. And that person is and from my understanding and what I've read, that I ain't even gonna say that person because I don't believe that person existed. I believe Yahshua existed. I'm gonna tell y'all that. I believe Yahshua existed. But that other person, JC, knock it off, man. Them people created that name. Don't believe that was ever a real person. I believe that was a figment of the Romans' imagination, because it was a Roman who came up with that so-called religion. And here's a breakdown from Webster. I'm paraphrasing because I ain't got it to say it exactly verbatim, so I'm gonna paraphrase. When 2 or more individuals come together, and this is 2 or more individuals come together and they commit various acts of crime, violence, murder, torture, and a plethora of things to protect ideologies, laws, or whatever you want to call it that they've created. That's called a gang. So the person, so-called deity, which is a figment of the Romans' imagination, I'm gonna just say it, he was never a Christian. So therefore, somebody else had to come together and come up with this name and come up with this group, cult, if you want to call it that. And mind you, I'm trying my best to temper the things that I say because of the fact that I have people that I love dearly who follow this religion and love it. And it hurts my heart because they don't see it. So I'm trying to watch what I say for the sake of my people, because they lost. But let's get back to the definition of a gang. I just gave y'all what it was, and it goes without saying that this particular group has fought, murdered, tortured, slaughtered, raped, pillaged, and a gang of things. Not everybody in the group, but the majority. The churches, prime example. Catholic churches, Catholic priests. What were they known for? Your little boy, your little kid wasn't safe in a lot of these churches. And throughout years, what the number one person do? Turn a blind eye, suspend a person, or whatever they did. I ain't really get all into it because I don't give a damn what nobody say. You do something like that to a kid, you don't deserve to breathe. You don't deserve to breathe. I'm talking about, man, there's no other law but ball gaming. And y'all books so-called say something to the standard where if a person do some type of harm, he might as well take his own life. How come you ain't following this if you want to follow everything else? But that's neither here nor there. We'll draw away from that. And I'm not going to get deep off into religion. I'm going to leave it where it be. You dig what I'm saying? But I definitely got a lot of other reasons why I dislike that religion. Oh, by the way, let me end it with this. I'm a black man in America. And every foul fucking deed that has been done to us in America from the inception of it being stolen from from the inception of it being took from its original inhabitants, from the inception of it being originally took from its inhabitants until modern day. Every foul thing that has been done to black people in this country have been done by those who call themselves Christians. Every police shooting, I guarantee you that if you ask those police officers, they're gonna tell you they're Christians. What happened to Emmett Till? They were so-called Christians. The Ku Klux Klan themselves call themselves the Christians. You understand me? And still to the day, the United States won't label them VICs, urban terrorists. You won't name them urban terrorists or terrorist cell, period. But you will say gangster disciples, vice lords, Blackstones, folk on the hustlers, Latin kings, Latin disciples, maniac Latin disciples. You will say all these tribal men. Salute to all the tribal men too, you understand me? That come from out these tribes, man. And man, no matter whether you're blood, crip, no matter what set you is, God damn it, whether you're under the 5, whether you're under the 6, I salute all tribal men who righteous men. These new age shits, man, I ain't talking to y'all. I'm only talking to the ones who know law and stand firmly upon law, for those who actually have law. But those that ain't got law and this new age shit, I ain't talking to y'all. I ain't talking to y'all at all. You know what I mean? That shit is a disgrace. But all these tribes are considered urban terrorists. But they ain't named the Klan that yet. Like I said, I think different, I move different, I draw different. Now, if ever I'm on here and I'm addressing worldly topics and you hear me say colonizers, I'm talking to this our country, you foreigners go home, make America great again, all that old bullshit. Them who I'm talking about, because they are like the essence of their people who came over here, and like I said, they took something, they saw something, they took something. Because it's just in their nature, that's how they is. You understand me? So if I ask somebody who's of that pigmentation, are you an American? Do you embody, yo, what this truck driver do? Hold on, let me get past Buddy this way. So I ask you, are you an American? Do you embody the ideologies of the so-called forefathers of this country? I love it when they say yes, because then I bust their vest with, I don't want to be around you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to fuck with you. Because if you embody the ideologies of the people, to me that means you're a murderer, you're a raper, you're a liar, you're a pedophile. That's the number one thing I hate about you. You're a pedophile. Because them niggas was pedophiles, sexual predators, and deviants. And they was up under that act. And y'all can't tell me nothing different. Because I got a laundry list of things that happen in America that say I'm right and you can't prove me wrong. And that go for every one of your little funky ass presidents, you understand me, that they came down the line. You did? Starting with the Vic George Washington. Fuck him. And every last one of them. And I said what I said and I meant what I said. So I don't draw for them. So when I'm speaking of colonizers, I'm speaking of them. Now on the flip side, when I'm talking about my people, I disassociate myself, like I said, from African Americans, Negroes, and colored folk. Because like I said, them the ones that, yes, sir, massa, no, sir, massa, and like, you don't go offending boss, don't make boss mad, or don't be acting like this or saying this around white people. Like, who the fuck is them people for me to, man, they ain't God. They is not the high power. So when the fuck I gotta censor myself to make them happy? And who the fuck is they? Man, knock it off. So I don't fuck with them. Yeah, that's your Oprah's, your Tyler Perry's, you know what I'm saying? All of them that believe in that Christian bullshit and all that other shit. And I said what I said. You know, man? What else about me? Oh, y'all can look it up. I did 13 years, 340 days to be exact in the feds for a bogus ass case. But hey, honestly, if it wasn't for COVID, y'all president, if it wasn't for Trump giving you Vicks COVID, shit, I still had a couple more years on the clock. You know what I mean? I wasn't slated to come home to 2028. And I just lost some motherfucking good time. It was pushed back to 2027. But shit, I pushed up, I mean. But I lost some good time. Got caught with a motherfucking MP3 player in my property in some wine. You know what I mean? But hey, COVID came. The people gave me some medicine and damn near killed me. And the people decided to go and let a Vic go. You know what I mean? Not to mention, my partner, let me put his name. I ain't gonna put his name. I'm gonna just call him Reverend Goodmotion. You know what I mean? If you ever want me to say his name, I say his name. Cold motherfucking paralegal, you hear me? Yeah, him and man. And it's been motherfuckers throughout this country. He done help get home off that one fucking motion that he put into the court. You know what I'm saying? From the CARES Act. The same shit that gave y'all that, what they call that, the little $1,200 or whatever that shit was called, man, when it gave you that them little funds. I forgot what they call that shit. You know what I mean? But my man is a dog. I'm talking about a legal fucking dog. I don't know why he ain't came home. That's his calling. I don't know why he ain't came home and did it. It's fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? The lawyers that saw that shit and was like, damn, this is better than some actual lawyers that I've worked with. They like, and a couple people who reached out thought I put the lick in because I tailored mine specifically to me, but I piggybacked off his joint. I don't take no credit or nothing like that. That was his motion, his work. You understand me? And he got a couple people from down south that I know of. I think a couple from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Definitely here in the Midwest. And I want to say a couple people out west. I ain't really for sure though, but he know for sure. But he definitely is a dog when it comes to that legal work. And if it wasn't for him, it wasn't for Trump unleashing COVID on y'all, you know what I'm saying? Him and the powers that be, then my man having a legal mind to see what's happening, be at the forefront with the right paperwork, you know what I mean? I'd have still been in there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be right now, almost 6 years free, driving to a job that I done damn near had for 2 years. And this is the longest in my adult life I have ever. When I made it to the year mark, that was a milestone right there. Cause I did 8, 9, made it to 10. I either quit, and that's just since I've been home. You know what I mean? I either quit or found a better job and moved on. But at one job for this long, I've only had one job that I've worked, and that was longer than this. And that job is called the streets. You see what I'm saying? But I don't be in the streets. I don't fuck around with the streets. I don't go out in the streets because all that shit is for naught. That shit is for gazy. Especially nowadays. That shit fake as hell. You understand me? I don't indulge in the gang banging beefs. I don't respect none of that shit because I've seen things from a different light, from the tribe that I've come from here in Illinois. You understand me? And when you behind them feds, there's a coalition. You see what I'm saying? And when you stand firmly upon your tribe and you a tribal man and you bound by law, you respect law, and you adhere to law to a certain extent, because we all done broke law. You know what I'm saying? There's only a couple people throughout the tribe that have actually been law men, but in some way, some shape, fashion, we didn't all broke law. You know what I mean? But for the most part, when you stand 10 toes about law, man, you gonna get in line. Because as they say, as we say, no one man is bigger than law. No one man is bigger than the mob. You know what I mean? So when you get in line and you come to the understanding of how that whole thing is, let's just say if you somebody who come from where these tribes at, and when I say the tribes that I'm speaking of, that's the growth and development. That's the Almighty Vice Lord Nation. Every branch that's in the Almighty Vice Lord Nation. You understand me? My BPSN brothers, the Latin King brothers, my Maniac Latin Disciple brothers and more. You know what I mean? Spanish Cobras, IGs, you know, folk on the Hustlers, Mickey Cobras. You dig what I'm saying? All the tribes that come from right here in Illinois. When you see the beauty of what that is, what men standing on their law, but at the same time, we know that there's no division between one of us. It's one love, all is well. You see what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, and it changed your whole mindset. You dig? It's a beautiful thing. That's all I can say, man. It's a fucking beautiful thing, man. To see men, grown men, rotating with each other and knowing that there may be differences in which tribe you decide to affiliate yourself with, but there's no difference in the ideologies in the movement. It's a beautiful fucking thing, man. Real talk. You're not out to do dumb shit. You're not out to bring harm. You know what I'm saying? You're out to build and educate and give back. It's beautiful. You hear what I'm saying? But let me keep going down the list because it's almost time for me to get to this clock. You see what I'm saying? But I done gave y'all basically a rundown of me. I told y'all how I feel about African American, Negroes, and colored folks. I told y'all I don't like to even be subscribed to that name because I hate that shit. I told y'all how I feel about colonizers. You know what I mean? And last but not least, man, all this black fatigue, that shit, I want to say something about that too, man. Y'all don't got black fatigue. Y'all got African American fatigue and nigga fatigue. Because real black individuals, we ain't begging y'all to like us. We ain't begging y'all to care about us. Because we know you never will. Because it's in your DNA to be that way. And to all the people out there who are actual human beings, and what I mean by human beings, it's just like, no matter, say you got 5 different nationalities. They all got kids. They all put their kids in daycare. Now their kids may fight with each other, but it's gonna be over a toy or a coloring book or some crayon. But eventually, they all gonna play together. They'll see no difference within one another. It isn't until they start to get older and the world and maybe the people they're raised by start to shape their perception and give them this ignorant bullshit ideology that the world places on individuals. I'ma unapologetically let you know, if you somebody who dislikes me because I am black and you don't know me, fuck you. Fuck the bitch that should have swallowed you. I said what I said. That's how I'm drawn. If you somebody who dislike, and there's a lot of different races that dislike black people just because of the skin color and try to say like we the bad seeds of the people on earth. There's no fucking race on this earth that don't have a group of bad people. No fucking race on this earth. No fucking race on this earth that do not have a group of bad motherfuckers that make the most of the race, if not the majority, depending on whose eyes it is that's looking at them, feel like they some horrible people. Every race around this month, not every person in every race, but every race has some type of hatred or problem with black people. But you have no fucking problem stealing or taking our shit. Anything that we do or create, you have no problem stealing or taking it from it. The powers that be, that's over rap and R&B. You hate us, you want rap gone, but you done made billions and billions and billions of motherfucking dollars off a genre that's ours, that belong to us. This is our shit. We made it, we created it. You understand me? And of course, everybody know it comes from off the East Coast. The mecca of hip hop is the East Coast. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all have no problem stealing our shit. There was no reggaeton. There wouldn't be no reggaeton if it wasn't for hip hop. You see what I'm saying? All those that have crossed over into hip hop, now they doing a little bit of rapping in country music. But country people got a problem when they hear a black person singing country music, which country music derives from the blues. You see what I'm saying? You have no problem stealing our shit, but you got a problem with us. And like I said, I'm unapologetically black, man. Anybody that has a problem with me and you don't know me, but your problem with me is because I'm black, I say it again. Fuck you and the bitch that should have swallowed. And yes, I said that and don't give a fuck who offended. Now, let me get to why I got a problem with African American fatigue, nigger fatigue, colorful fatigue, or whatever you want to call it. Y'all always concern yourself. Now, this me talking to my people. Fuck every other race out there. This ain't got shit to do with them. This me talking to my people. Y'all always got to indoctrinate yourself in somebody else's shit. All the people, y'all know his name. You know what I'm saying? They don't say our people name. I ain't saying his name. Because I really don't give a fuck about the situation. And I mean it. The boy, the Caucasian man who got splacked, and for those who don't understand what I mean by splacked, he got his shit blew off, pause, in broad daylight while he was making a speech in front of his kids. That shit right there, I'm gonna say this. Whoever set it up, whoever had it in motion, y'all bogus. Bogus. Not for whacking him, because I don't give a fuck that y'all did that. For doing it in front of his kids. That's what was bogus. I am vehemently about protecting the innocence of the children, man. You understand me? At all fucking costs. Y'all want to get down on buddy? Hey. But not in front of the kids, man. That shit flagrant, Joe. That shit flagrant as fuck, man. But all the so-called black people that was out there happy about the shit, celebrating the shit, y'all are no different than these old fugazi-ass motherfucking rappers who be sitting here talking about in their songs, so-and-so got smoked, so-and-so did this shit happening, and they laughing and all this old type of shit about it. They putting them in the pack and saying, you ain't do the shit. You know what I'm saying? I came for one. You don't talk about that type of shit. Number two, if you ain't the nigga that did it, don't brag on it. And if you the nigga that did it, you a fucking idiot if you brag on it. You know what I mean? Why would you let motherfuckers know some shit you done that can get you gone forever? That's the dumbest shit in the world. Like I say, this era, they just don't get no fuck. I thought the purpose of committing a crime was to get away with it. Not to tell everybody you did it, but hey, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? But all those who celebrated because dude got clapped and all this old type of shit, man, y'all out of fucking order. Y'all ain't had the nuts to do the shit. Ain't no black motherfucker had the nuts to do the shit, regardless if you date like Buddy or not. And you motherfuckers ain't had the nuts to do it. Why the fuck you talking about it? Stay the fuck up out of it. All this protesting that's going on right now with ICE. I ain't trying to hear woo, woo, woo. And fuck all that. It ain't got nothing to do with our community. We got our own fucking problems. We got our own fight. Them people don't need our help. You understand me? They deep as a motherfucker. And they more united than we is. So this just me thinking of common sense. If me and my peoples is super jammed, super tight, why I'ma let some motherfuckers across the street come over and help us do something when these motherfuckers ain't got their house in order? You can't do nothing but come over here and goddamn it, cause confusion and chaos in my shit. I don't need your help. Go the fuck on about your business. And that metaphor is the Latinos. They may do infighting and all that, but guess what they got? They got more motherfucking unity and more motherfucking love. And listen, it's only technically one group of black people. You see what I'm saying? Latinos, they vary. You know what I'm saying? The Puerto Ricans is different from the Mexicans, and the Mexicans is different from the Puerto Ricans, and then you got Venezuelans, Honduran, Ecuadorian. You know what I'm saying? They deep. It is the moral to the story. It's a slew of them. You see what I'm saying? And they can help each other. They got each other, cause no matter what country they come from, as far as in Latin country, when they see each other, unless they part of gangs and shit like that or cartels, they greet each other, they speak to each other, they help each other out, they look to give each other a helping hand. This ain't what black people do. So black people need to start focusing on trying to do shit like that versus jumping in everybody else's business. I'm not getting in their business. I'm a black man in America. I got my own fight. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not getting in their business. I'm not getting in the business of that one community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who I'm talking about, the Elemental P community, whatever the fuck letters they get. They business ain't my business. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not getting into why dude got killed in public. That ain't my fucking business. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't black. Regardless of how he felt or what he did or did not, don't make a fucking difference. It ain't my business. Ain't no black person has shit to do with it. So the moral to the story is with that, hey, black people, clean up your motherfucking house. Clean up your backyard. Clean up your front yard. Worry about your motherfucking people and your community and getting your community together before you go talking about what another motherfucker in their community got going on. You see what I'm saying? That's the moral to the story on that, man. We need, as the peoples, need to stop focusing on what every other motherfucking community got going on and start working to build ours up. And our first motherfucking thing we need to do is start with unity. We need to weed out these motherfucking YNs and these young thought bitches. You understand me? And we need to weed out these old head motherfuckers who are quick and even young now, who are even quick, goddammit, to sit here and wanna do anything to appease master's great-grandchildren. And we need to stop with this religion shit. That's another thing. Y'all done took on this worldly bullshit, and that divide us even more. Because every group thinking they better than each other. But let me ask you this. As a group, Is there a few doing good, or is all doing good when it comes to them religions? You think about that shit the next time you going to pay tithe, or you're going to the mosque, or wherever you go. Is everybody doing good, or is it just a few? Because if it ain't everybody, you might want to look into that. But right now, this ain't Body Talk Sports. This is D.E.Mortal Deadbodyz. And man, I'm giving you an A for me. I'll give you an A for goddamn how I draw, how I see worldly things. I'll come back later on today and I'm going to give y'all them plays as far as Body Talk Sports. But maybe once a week, we might touch on worldly topics. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to give it to y'all from my point of view and know that I don't give a damn who don't like it. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, you heard? You could either go with it, go against it, or research it. Because if I throw something out there, it's going to be something you can research. And it's going to be irrefutable evidence when I drop. You heard? Peace.